Alright, so give me a minute, alright?
No problem.
I hit the button already, so just let me see something.
It's taking me another route.
Alright, we good, bro. Alright, shalom, shalom, shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, double honors to the apostles and the other bishops of Great Millstone, who taught us the truth, who taught me the truth, and salutations to the elect scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. My name is Amon Gabar, and with me I got on the phone is the priest, the brother ZAKAR, and we was chopping it up. You know, we both heading out to camp, and we was just going into, many reasons why the Lord is about to truly kill a lot of these wicked ass Israelites, man. And with all that's going out and happening, and that's taking place throughout Israel, I'm not even gonna say throughout Israel. I'm gonna say amongst the ZAKAR, because they don't represent all of Israel. All right.
Yep.
They don't represent all of Israel. So the shit that's going on among them, the Lord is getting. This is why the Lord got to kill majority of Israelites, because you got Israelites up here defending the sexual deviant nature of this guy they call the once former chief priest Alizar Bunloya, or as we call him, Alizé, because ain't no sugar in his tank. You know, so that was the spirit that the Lord put it on the apostle team and call him Alizé. I believe it was Apostle Rakar, if I'm not mistaken, but Alizé, that sweet ass sugary drink. So the brother ZAKAR hit me up and was like, yeah, he watched the video that his woman had put out there, pretty much confirming the shit that he's being accused of. And you got niggas out there still defending this guy.
Yeah.
Now all you niggas out there that's defending this guy, you're questionable. You're very questionable. I'm gonna say it like that. And we're gonna quote some scriptures, and it's not gonna be long because obviously I'm driving, he's driving, and the service may get interrupted. It usually always do when I go live on my way to camp in this route. But a brother could put it up there, and Yahweh Shem Yahushai brought a thumb to you brothers. The brother Ariyah was on the comment board. He put up 1 Peter 4:17. Can you put up Amos 3:7? And ZAKAR, of course, if you want to say something, bro, go right ahead.
Yeah. No, what you said is, land it back what you said. Like, sorry, Jake, is really questionable, bro, because you backing up things of that nature that shows you who you are. The scripture tells you what in Sirach 13th chapter, every beast of his kind. So a hyena is gonna stick with a hyena. A lion is gonna stick with a lion. That's how the Lord made things naturally. So a lot of these jakes out there, they're nothing but deviants, bro.
Yeah. It's my bad, bro. That's why it's like not Amos. It's 3 and 3, right?
Yeah.
I believe it's 3 and 3. Can two walk together? That wasn't the one. I said 3 and 7 by accident, but it's 3 and 3, bro. Yeah.
No, but not everybody. See, not everybody's made to be judges, point blank, period. Because a lot of these, it's really what kills them. The title, the pride, the self. You know what I'm saying? His organization. Like the scripture says about in Matthew's about the mote and the beam in your eye. So he had beam in his eye. That's why the lady said, his wife said, he's been like that before he became into the truth. So he never wasn't a changed creature,
right? But
yet he wants to go out there judging, Pastor Rakar with the biker gang. He's sleeping with white women and all these dumb shit that didn't really matter. But what he was doing, oh yeah, that what really mattered. So exactly. A lot of these guys out there that claim to be Israelites and all that shit, talking that talk, the Lord's gonna destroy you.
That's right.
Go ahead, bro.
Brother put up the precept, Amos 3:3. Can two walk together, lest they be in agreement? All right, and the answer, what's the answer? The only way to walk together with an individual is you have to be on one accord, else you're gonna walk separate ways. So after all the information in the news and the filth that's coming out on this damn weirdo, you got guys out there doing a Passover, that so-called documentary for the 2025 ZAKAR Passover, and pretty much bigging this guy up, talking about how great of a leader he is and how this. First of all, what kind of fucking leader have his woman have fetishes and, you know, fucking have his woman want to stick a fucking peg up his ass, man? What kind of Israelite leader wants that? And I'm being real raw and unfucking cut. You know, listen, bro, I'll wear a biker jacket any fucking day than to have a bitch stick anything on my ass, bro. But these are you niggas, I'm being honest, these are you niggas fucking leaders. You know, here it is, the news and information is coming out on this shit, and guys is just winking an eye at it. But when it's GMS, shit that brothers ain't even do from the apostles on down, you got guys out there that are ready to fucking nail them to a cross, nails to a cross.
Yep.
But that just proved one thing, that we are the prophets, that we got to be the prophets from the apostles on down. It says, blessed are they when men shall revile you and persecute you and say all manners of evils against you falsely. For what? For my name's sake. What's the name? Yahweh and Yahweh Shah. That's why the true men are going to get the grunt of the persecution. And all the other niggas is just going to get exposed. You know? Straight up. Yeah. Straight up. The Lord is doing a great work in these times. The brother put it up also, 1 Peter 4:17, that judgment shall begin at the house of the Lord. And you dumb numbskulls, you can't see that the Lord is judging the niggas that put themselves on this pedestal. The Lord is judging them. You know, you got something?
No, Micah tells you about the princes of Israel and the judges. Roughly paraphrasing, do you not know judgment? So you claim to be a leader of the Lord's people, but you got to know judgment. You just don't say I'm a leader and just giving people orders. You gotta know what the judgments are for certain things. So somebody like that, yo, he's supposed to be an outcast. Period. Yeah. Period, bro. And let the Lord handle it. He's supposed to be out in the wilderness, not to be seen, not to be heard of. But like the scripture says in Deuteronomy 13, around like 3, it said the Lord is proving you. So that goes for every last one of us. The Lord always constantly proves us to see that if you love him or not. And that proof is what? If you got somebody that's supposed to be a leader and they mislead you, you're supposed to not deal with that person. But once again, it shows you that he's the head of that that's that thing that he wanted to defend it so bad, which is 2/3 of the nation of Israel. Yeah. He's one of the heads.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, only the 2/3 is gonna feel remorse for another 2/3 at the end of the day.
That yo.
You know? And again, this is why get it.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna say this is why the Lord ultimately gonna judge the majority of Israelites, because who makes up the 2/3? The majority of Israelites here in America, Babylon the Great. You know?
There you go.
And we brought up the situation that happened a couple years ago with Shamar, the elder bro Shamar Math, that was walking past. Walking past. It was a Saturday too. Walking past the ZAKAR camp, and they try to call that brother out for not having on fringes, and the brother defended it and gave real reasoning as to why he don't walk around fringes 24/7. Yet your leader Ben had the fetish and pimping out and hoeing out his fucking wife. And we calling it like it is, because a nigga will come on here and say, this ain't fucking gossip. This is the Lord warning you niggas. The Lord is warning you niggas. This ain't fucking gossip. All right, we bringing out precepts and we letting you know what the fuck is happening in Israel. And if there's any ZAKAR members among you that may be sincere, like I believe there was a brother a couple years ago that actually left and he did a video about it. If I'm not mistaken, I was from the ZAKAR. I can't remember. Maybe a different group. But anyway, this is the warnings that's coming out. Yahweh Shemiah Shah is giving his fair warnings. Guys calling the brother Shamar out because where your fringes at, but the whole time your leader is fucking prostituting his wives, women, and they all fucked up to begin with, but prostituting them out to white women just for them to to white men, just for them to come back to him and dominate him. Anybody,
that's some sick shit, bro.
Any one of you can look up what is sexual domination. Just look it up. Don't go to images because you're gonna see some nasty shit. But just look it up and see what it is, and you'll see what it fucking entails. All right, so stop acting like this nigga ain't get something stuck up his fucking ass, man.
Yeah.
All right, and it's a damn shame that that the prophets got to even talk about shit like this. But this is what's happening amongst the Israelite wicked ass Israelite community. And for them niggas that come up here talking about what a man does in his bedroom, that's his business between him and the Most High. Nigga, shut the fuck up. If a nigga, so all right, if he's a sodomite and he's sleeping with another man in his bedroom, that's between him and the Most High. There's laws on that, nigga. There's laws on that. All you fucking hypocrites that's defending this wicked ass nigga, may Yahweh Shem Yahushai fucking kill you and your entire fucking family. Yeah. All right, because this nigga's a piece of shit.
Yeah. And that's what goes into the judgment, bro. The scripture tells you what, Sirach, the 27th chapter, the eyes of the Lord is 10,000 times brighter than the sun, right? And it tells you, Luke 12:2, that everything that is done in dark in the secret should be out in the open.
Right.
So y'all can play the game of all but that's a world saying. And what's happening, a lot of people is incorporating the world sayings and the world's doings with the truth. You can't do that. There's two different things. You cannot go out there judging anybody and your shit is fucking not knit tight.
Right.
That's why, bro, when we go out there, we in great fear. We gotta make sure you say the right thing at all times, bro. Because if you could be subject to that. So with him, he was doing all that wicked shit, right? And he was doing the most vilest things possible, but forgotten the scriptures that the Lord is watching him.
Yeah, and just to quote the scripture, because we can't read precepts like that, but that's why the scriptures say, "Judge not, lest ye be judged. For whatever judgment you do, ye shall be judged." Roughly paraphrasing, my brother could put that up there for edification's sake. But that don't mean you can't judge people. It means if you do judge, and when you do judge people, know that you judging according to the law, and you're gonna be judged according to the same law that you're judging by. So that's what that means. So don't talk about don't judge not, lest ye be judged. Motherfucker, because it says whatever judgment you judge, you shall be judged. So yeah, we could judge you, but we can't be hypocrites because, for example, if there's another weirdo out there sticking shit up his ass, he can't say nothing about this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what that's talking about. He can't say shit about that. So and that's probably why majority of Sakari ain't saying shit. Because maybe they doing some shit that they don't want to be, they gonna feel in their conscience that, damn, I can't even say nothing because I'm doing this shit. And I'm not saying that's the case, but why y'all motherfuckers quiet about it?
Yeah. That's real talk, bro. Like with the whole thing with Polite, right? Polite came down to 34th many years ago. He did that stunt. He acted like he understood and shit like that. Then he turns around and the whole we lived through it, the Bloods and the Crips and all that shit.
Exactly.
Then he tells this clown, the same guy, the peg master, and he broke it down to him. To come to find out, this nigga was doing the shit that he was accusing the elders of GMS of.
Yeah.
And people forgot about that. It's crazy how it is, bro. How people, when judgment happens, everybody get quiet. That's the Lord's doing. And sometimes the Lord's gonna keep rubbing in our faces if we say, you know what, that's his judgment.
Exactly.
And the Lord's gonna rub it in our faces like, no.
You bring it out.
This is what you bring it out.
Exactly. So
and no matter how hard, go ahead.
No, finish. I'm sorry, brother.
Yeah, and no matter how hard we try to forget about certain things, the Lord don't want us to forget. That's what he's bringing out into the light. Whatever's done in the dark shall be put out in the light. So everything that's happening is not happening because, and first of all, that didn't even come from nobody in GMS, period.
Exactly.
But it's happening because the Lord, Yahweh Shai, wants it to happen. Let's go back. This is the same man that said that you're not supposed to worship Yahweh Shai. This is out of his own fucking mouth. You're not supposed to put Yahweh Shai in a pedestal.
Yep.
So who you repenting to, nigga?
Exactly.
Who you repenting to?
Yeah, because Yahweh the Most High ain't hearing you. He's not hearing you. He's not hearing you. Only the Son is going to hear you, and the Son is going to send that to the Father. And matter of fact,
you talk about
to add on, disannulling Apostle Paul's writings. Apostle Paul was a man of grace and mercy, bro. He was a man, like he was either a man of the people or he wasn't. But for the most part, the mercy side, when you read about mercy, a lot of it was from Apostle Paul, the repenting and all of that. So, but you disannulling the writings of Apostle Paul and saying it's not whatever it's not valid or some shit like that. Now what? What scriptures you niggas actually going to comfort yourself in these disgusting times? You know, what scriptures are you going to?
Yeah.
You know, this is wicked, bro. And like you said, bro, this is we not gonna say, this is old news, nigga. No, the fuck it's not. This shit gotta be put out there, because when it comes down to us, like Apostle Carl, he had the video. You know, you got niggas still bringing up a fucking biker jacket, a leather biker jacket from like 14 years ago, 13 years ago. I remember that shit. You know, so fucking what? You know, but anyway, the Apostle Ricard repented on that. You know, anybody ever caught him wearing a fucking biker jacket ever since? No. But you dumb niggas out there, man. See, when the Lord wants something to be revealed, it's gonna be revealed. It's gonna be exposed. So all that shit, what a man does in his bedroom with his woman, if it ain't right, it's gonna be judged and it's gonna come out. But if it's right and it's between y'all and it's nothing offensive in the heavens, then that's between y'all. Nobody's never gonna know about it.
Exactly.
So what he was doing was fucking wicked, and the Most High used that fucking Bati boy ass nigga to show that he ain't fucking playing. And I'm gonna call the nigga a fucking Bati boy. You know, the last fucking video that the dude that's exposing his ass put up, and I'm gonna change the title to this video, explicit content. You know, because some people may not want to hear it, but anyway, the dude showed the text message with his woman fucking finger popping this nigga, man. Yeah, bro, that's your fucking leader. That's your Israelite leaders.
That's why once again, Yahweh tries to clean up.
And if you don't know what I'm talking about, we talking about Al-Azhar from the fucking Sakari, the Daggermen. You know, getting daggered. We know why they dagger men now. And the Most High also, Yahweh Shemiyah also say in Proverbs, the first chapter, that I will laugh at your calamity. You know, so this reverse psychology shit, like it ain't phasing you. That shit, yeah, right, you're okay. And another example too, this is why I asked the brother to bring up Amos 3:3 earlier. Can two walk together, at least they be in agreement, right? Remember, we mentioned on the phone before I hit the button that this dude was hanging out with that Edomite, Adam 22, whatever the fuck his name is, that guy. That dude was doing the same shit. The first time I ever heard about that guy was when he was allowing his wife to he was getting cucked by allowing his wife to sleep with niggas. You know what I'm saying? Gang banging and all that shit, and then she would go back to him. And this guy was on that dude's platform. Alizé was on his platform. Who
looking real comfortable.
And exactly. Now we know why he was comfortable, because that dude is the dude that wanted his wife, his so-called Israelite wives, to get popped by Edomite men, and then go back home to his ass to dominate him.
Yes.
And Adam 22 was doing the same shit, sending his wife out to get fucked by niggas just to come back home to his ass and fucking kiss him, lay with him.
That's,
you know.
And his also to add on too, that the whole shit is what they call, that's a humiliation ritual that's going on.
Humiliation, yeah.
So what he's basically telling the world is that he's a part of whatever this world is, because like Apostle Tar been saying, he should, you know, he should exit himself out.
Yeah, you should go back
off himself. But he's not gonna do it, because the people are feeding his ego to make him believe what he's doing is okay, because it's the world that we living in. Like I was telling you, before the recording, for 16 years, America's been in a sexual deviant decline, and it was publicly with Obama, Trump, Biden. So now mostly Jakes just accept the fact of having abominable people in their family and so forth, because before that nobody would tolerate shit like that. So he got the audience the way he want them, because they already accepted the world. So to show you that this is just the spirit of the world that's within these people. They'll tell you what, first John 2:15, that any man that love the world is not, the love of the Father is not in him, which is a clear indication. So all those people that's backing him, they are of his like, of his ilk. They do the exact same thing, you know. So we living in some trying times within Israel, and the Lord is constantly testing. And the ultimate test, which we all know by, is what? Is an MOTB. That's the ultimate test. But before you get to that big test, there's all these other tests, and the Lord's testing all you people out there that, you know, you like these guys because they wear fringes in their t-shirts and they go out there debating and all this other shit. And he got you. He got you. Because you're not following his spirit.
Yeah, I got a precept. It says, Ecclesiasticus 32:2. A wise man hateth not the law, but he that is an hypocrite therein is as a ship in a storm.
Yeah, and the ship in a storm gets tossed to and fro. Sell you also tell you a dream about that. For you to have that, everybody, let's get it real, okay? Everybody with them, but it's up to you to acknowledge the fact, or to tell that demon, like, don't acknowledge it.
Rebuke the tempter.
You know, rebuke the tempter, right? But if you don't rebuke the tempter, you just enabling the tempter.
Yeah.
And that's what he was doing.
Yeah, and the scriptures talk about how the spirit wars against the flesh. The flesh is wicked. The scriptures say that. Yeah. All of our flesh is desperately fucking wicked. But through Yahweh Shem Shai and acknowledging Yahweh Shem Shai, and scriptures say that Ephesians 6, beware the fiery darts of Satan. Satan will get you anyhow, any fucking house. So don't think he can't. And if you ain't right with Yahweh Shem Shai, you don't acknowledge him, Most High put a reprobate spirit on your ass, man. That's why I fear the Lord. The fear of the Lord is important. Niggas don't fear the Lord, so you know what happens? A reprobate spirit jump on their ass. And a lot of times, it be spirits that they had to battle and deal with in the world. You know what I'm saying? So now it gets intensified when you're in the truth. Now it gets intensified when you're in the truth. Them temptations, they give heed to them shits. You eventually fall out. What you say? Unclean spirit. But when he pretty much go back into the world and put off the truth, he comes back. That demon comes back and he brings 7 more, even more worse than himself, stronger than himself.
Yeah.
And at that point, you spiral out of control. So a lot of that goes to show that a lot of Israelites that know that the Israelites, and they even portray and teach to be like Israelites, they're not really in the truth. You know, at some point of their so-called ministry, they could have been doing something. They could have been onto something, but then they just go left and still go on camera like if they prophesying, they teaching. But really, what's happening behind the scenes is that they gone. They went back into the world, but they just call themselves Israelites. You get what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
They ain't necessarily throw away the baby with the bathwater, but they still coming on for the fucking money. They still coming on because, you know what, I can't leave this alone because this is how I'm making money. Let me not leave this alone. I'll be a nigga behind the closed doors and a nigga in the world, but I'm gonna keep this because I'm making money. Why the fuck would I not want to make money? You know what I mean? Worldly Israelites.
And that's the realistic the matter. Sometimes it's better off for a guy just leave and go into the world. Exactly. Than to be like that. The scriptures talk about a dog going back to the old vomit. Sometimes it's good like that because at least they're out. But the ones that's still in and they're doing that wickedness, the Lord's gonna get you. You're the worst. You're the worst type of nigga. You're the worst kind. Period. So now you're a hypocrite. And that's why you're a hypocrite. Now the Lord is really gonna judge. That's why he didn't. Remember you was talking about it before when you first saw the video. I'm crying like a little bitch, and like he might it's about bringing in the right personnel to the truth, which is the elect. You don't have that. If you don't have that, the Lord's not dealing with you. But the key point of that particular scripture, St. John 15, is what? They said that those that don't bear fruit, the Lord plucketh out and throw it away. The branch, throw the branch away. This is worthless. And then what does it do? It wither away. Withering is a time of pain. what we're seeing right now is a decaying member that was formerly of the body. Because why? He disrespected Yahweh Shai. So he's open to any subject. He's subject to any element out there. Any element. And the element right now is the sexual deviance. So who else knows what else is going on in that side, you know, in that congregation, what's going to happen? What else the Lord is going to expose? And it's not going away. Key thing is not going away. But all you people out there that believe like, oh, let's talk about something else, it's not going to go away. When the Lord wants it to go away, it'll go away. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You talk about Esau every fucking day. You talk about Esau and his wickedness every day. Has Esau gone away? No. So until the Lord comes back and destroy this fucking place, and then and completely cleanse and destroy 2/3 of the nation of Israel, all these things that they're doing is gonna be out in the forefront. As shameful as it is, as fucked up as it is, it's all gonna come out. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
the search was a little in and out a little earlier, but it's back on. But we're gonna wrap it up, you know what I'm saying? We've been going for almost a half an hour. Since I'm at a standstill, so let me read this. And throughout the brothers for chiming in and putting up the precepts. This is on John 7:24. Do not judge according to appearance, but judge with righteous judgments. All that glittering gold, you know, people they see the money, and that's why you don't lead this truth with gimmicks. You don't lead with Hellcats and guns and strippers and showing that you got 7 women around your arms and shit like that. Excuse me. That's all gimmicks, bro. The world they like gimmicks, and the Lord ain't fishing with gimmicks. The fishing, the bait is the word. That's it. It don't need no gimmicks. It don't need nothing else. It's just the word, and those that are of the righteous ilk, they're gonna gravitate to the word itself, because niggas gravitate to bitches, you know what I'm saying? Bitches gravitate to fancy cars, niggas gravitate to, all the carnal appearance that you putting out there. You can't mix the two together. You know what I'm saying? If you like cars, you like cars. That's cool, but keep that shit off camera. You like a threat, a whole handful of bitches. That's cool. Keep it off camera. You know what I'm saying? It's carnal shit. Just keep it off camera. You know what I mean, bro? But Jake is leading with this thing, thinking that they fishing in the elect, but you're not. You only gonna gravitate or pull in them 2/3 ass niggas. Yeah. And then you gonna have like scripture said, a little leaven of the whole lump. So what do you think is gonna happen when you have a bunch of 2/3 in your congregation? It's gonna leaven the lump. Everything is gonna get all leavened up. Wickedness is gonna spread like wildfire, and there's gonna be spirits lingering in the atmosphere. And you wondering where the fuck all these, why is all this shit happening? Well, what's going on. A bunch of weirdos is around you. That's what's happening. A bunch of weirdos is around you. That's what's happening. Shit, the brother got cut off. Hold on. Anyway, hold on, brother got cut off, but it's all good. ZAKAR, if you watching, bro, I'm gonna call you back. You know what I'm saying? You probably lost service. I still got it. But anyway, we gonna end it on that. I'm calling back. Yeah, Shalom, bro.
Yeah, I guess your side hung up.
Nah, that was you. I'm still alive, and I'm still.
What? I'm in the FDR. Oh.
It's whatever. This is whatever, yeah. Prince of Power to it, man. You know what I'm saying? Even this stream is choppy, but I got the Wi-Fi on. It is what it is. I was gonna wrap it up anyway, bro. So, point went across. This is just a quick in transit. Me and the brother was chopping it up, and I was like, "Yo, bro, I want to do it live on my way to camp anyway. Let's just hit the button." You know what I'm saying?
Hit the button.
That's right. That's right. So yeah, that's it, man. Lord willing, you brothers out there, were edified and admonished. Exhorted through the spirit, and don't get caught up with the glamour and glitz and all these people out here that's portraying to be the top dog, top dandada of Israel. The Most High gonna bring you down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the Most High gonna bring you down for exalting yourselves. And for all you Israelites out there that's still defending this nigga, even after all the nasty shit that's coming out on this motherfucker, then you need to fucking examine yourself. I was gonna say fuck you, but you need to examine yourself before it's too late. And then I can say fuck your punk ass. And that's when the Most High is gonna say fuck you too. You know, so anyway, bro, you close it out, ZAKAR. Say something and close it out. You got it.
Yeah, no, what the brother said is absolutely on point. We're in a time of examining ourselves because the king is coming, man. So get your shit together, because Yahweh Shah is judging the world every day, every moment. So hey, kingdom is at hand. So with that, shalom to the elected of nation Israel. Shalom.
Shalom. Y'all about to Shabbat.
Yahweh Shabbat.